Hello, everybody. Today we are gonna talk about a very interesting topic. We're gonna talk about how to actually make money as a video editor. And this is gonna be a very interesting video, especially for beginners, because I'm about to show you a method with which you can start earning in the first day of you learning how to edit videos, right? So let's get right into it. Why should you use WHOP as a beginner video editor? Of course, you don't have to be a beginner to make money with this method, but if a beginner can, a person who is more advanced can also do the same thing, right? So, how can you make money? That's the question. And the answer is clipping, right? So, clipping. But what is clipping? Clipping is transforming long-form content into digestible and easy to watch short videos that people usually upload to TikTok and or Instagram, YouTube Shorts, etc. Some benefits of using WHOP for clipping and earning with this method: you don't have to deal with unserious clients or even scammers, because if you have been in the freelancing video editing space, you gonna find out very quickly that you either find people who are legit and really want to pay you, but they will borderline want to exploit you. Like, they will give you like $10 for a video which would take like 10 hours to edit, you know. You don't have to deal with unserious clients or even scammers. Yeah, and scammers are also a pain in the ass, because usually, you know, scammers use scams like they give you the work, you do the work, and then they don't pay you because they want you to deposit an amount in some fucking account. I don't know, but they are just a pain in the ass. But then how do I submit my work? Well, very easy. You post it on social media: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. And yes, it's gonna be your own social media page that you post it on. But then, how do I get paid, you might ask? If you don't have a client or someone who actually wanted you to do this clip, how can I get paid? You will get paid based on the views your video gets, right? So you will get a CPM, and based on how many views you got, you will get, like, for example, a $5 CPM means that if you get 2,000 views on your video which you have posted on your social media, you will get $10, right? Simple as that. You connect your social media page to WHOP. So that's the actual important part, because yeah, okay, you are gonna connect your social media, and only then can you submit your work, because otherwise WHOP will not know if your work was done by you or by anybody else, right? You submit the video within 1 hour of posting. If it meets the requirements, it will probably get approved. So on WHOP, as you can see, there are a bunch of clipping communities, and you can choose here by what criteria should they list the deals for you. So, like, for example, let's say highest CPM. You want to earn the most amount that's earnable. You're gonna want to go with a deal which has, a fairly good budget usually, and also a really good CPM. For example, this one, $6 per 1,000 views. But you need to do UGC videos. UGC videos are powerful because you have to talk in those videos, like as I'm talking right now. But usually a lot of people don't really want to show their faces. So for this one, you gotta choose the category, the type to be clipping, for example, and it's gonna show you the highest CPM ways to earn, right? with clipping. But this was just a little bit of an explanation on how this works. So you've seen that there are a lot of clipping communities and you just gotta join them. The next part, why is this better than traditional freelancing? Well, it's less work, right? When you actually do freelancing, if you don't have an established client base, you will always look for the next client, and that can be a very tedious, soul-sucking, pain-inducing experience. Because if you think about it, it's hard to find those people who are serious and who are willing to pay you a fair price for your work. Most people just want to get rich quick and, you know, do all these video editing agencies and whatnot. And if they find you, let's say on Discord or wherever, you know, they will try to give you a job. For example, they will tell you to edit a 10-minute video with a lot of visual effects and whatnot, and motion graphics for like $10. Like, that shit takes like 2 days to complete. No, I'm not gonna do that for $10. I'd rather stay poor. Like, in those 2 days, I make more money if I sit down on the street with a cup in my hand, you know what I'm saying? So no, don't go for these deals. So yeah, this method is better because it's less work, actually, because you edit a video, you post it, and the roof of your capability of earning with that one piece of content is set in stone by the clipping community itself, like the clipping deal itself. But the idea is that you can make more money with a short than a lot of freelancing editors with a long form video. Ability to earn more with less, what I was talking about. No earning upper limit, not limited to your time. So yeah, it's not necessarily like you can make $100 when you're a freelance video editor and you edit, for example, a 10-minute video, as I said, with a lot of motion graphics, but that might take you a whole day. But here you can maybe earn $500 with one single short that took you like 1 hour. It's unpredictable a bit, but yeah, if you know your craft and you already have a channel that has some following, I think you're good to go. No unsatisfied clients. The worst thing that can happen if your video didn't meet the requirements needed, it will not get approved. But you will not lose money or anything. You can maybe retouch the video to be better and you can submit it again and you will probably get approved. No scammers. Like, if a clipping deal is put on the WHOP page, it's only a matter of time until someone, you know, the person who manages the clipping deal checks out your video and approves it, right? So yeah, and you don't really have to talk with anybody. As I said, you just join the clipping community and the clipping group and you're good to go. Like, you can start right away, you join. Why could traditional freelancing be better though, right? An already established good client is more secure. And yes, that's true. Let's imagine you're working for a big YouTuber and you're his full-time editor. He will probably pay you better and, you know, stick with you for a longer time than and give you a more secure paycheck, because that's the thing that I said with WHOP. Like, you can maybe earn $4,000 in a month, but you can maybe only earn 2,000. So it's unpredictable. But a person who, you know, you work for a good client is secure. Some clipping communities are poorly managed, and yes, I think that that's one of the biggest problems. I have been in clipping communities already where my videos would just not get approved, but it wasn't rejected, so nobody even watched it. That's the problem with clipping communities, like, and with people hosting clipping deals. Like, you have to check your submissions because nobody else will do it for you, and unless you pay them. Clipping communities have deadlines and a budget, so yes, usually a clipping community has a deadline like for a few days or a month or whatever, you know, and a set budget. Like even if the CPM is high, like let's say $10 per 1,000 views, which is amazing, but if the budget itself is only like 500 bucks, it's only a matter of 1 or 2 days if people actually wanna get into that clipping group. But sometimes maybe you struck gold in these places because let's say nobody else wants to go there because of this ideology, and you're the first one who actually would make clips about this thing, and you would be able to just swoop away all the money. So yeah, but for these last two there are actually solutions, so yeah, you don't have to worry about these last two so much if you know the tricks. And yes, I hope this video was very helpful to you in understanding how to use WHOP as a beginner video editor, and see you in the next one.